What does it actually feel like to go from having $1 in your pocket to having $10 million in your bank account? Not the Instagram version, not the fake guru version, the real version. The version where your entire life, your relationships, your stress, your options, your identity completely transforms at every single level. Today, I'm walking you through every stage from $1 to $10 million. And I promise you, some of these will surprise you. Let's start from the very bottom. Level 1. $0 to $1,000. This is survival mode. Every single dollar matters. You check your bank account before you buy groceries. You calculate whether you can afford to eat out. You say no to things that normal people don't even think twice about. A flat tire is a financial emergency. A medical bill is a crisis. The stress at this level is constant, low grade, always in the background. But here's what most people don't tell you about this level. The habits you build here, how you handle $100, will determine whether you ever see $1 million. This level is not a failure. This level is the foundation. Every millionaire you've ever heard of spent time at this level. The question is, what did they do differently? Level 2, $1,000 to $10,000. This is the first time you breathe. Having $1,000 in savings feels like actual safety. A flat tire doesn't ruin your month anymore. But don't get comfortable, because this level is where most people stop. They save $5,000 and then lifestyle creep kills everything. Suddenly, the money starts going to nicer clothes, eating out more often, upgrading the phone, and they're back to zero. The people who make it past this level understand one thing. This money is not for spending. This is your emergency fund, your launch pad, your first real asset. Protect it like your life depends on it, because your financial life does. Level 3, $10,000 to $100,000. This is where the game completely changes, because now, for the first time, your money starts working for you. You're investing. Your net worth is growing even when you're sleeping. Compound interest goes from being a math concept to being real money in your account. But this level also comes with a new danger: comparison. You start seeing people your age making more, buying houses, driving nicer cars, and the temptation to show your progress, to spend on things that signal success, becomes overwhelming. The people who reach 100K quietly, who don't tell anyone, who don't change their lifestyle, those are the people who reach 1 million. The people who celebrate 50K by buying a car they can't afford, they reset the clock. Level 4. $100,000 to $250,000. Welcome to the zone where life starts feeling genuinely different. You have real options now. You can handle almost any emergency without going into debt. You start thinking about buying property. Your relationships start changing, and not always in a good way. Some friends start treating you differently. Some family members start asking for money. And here's the thing nobody prepares you for at this level: the loneliness. When you're grinding while everyone else is partying, when you say no to trips and nights out because you're building, you start feeling isolated. The people who make it through this level have learned that financial growth requires social sacrifice, and they've made peace with it. Level 5. $250,000 to $500,000. $500,000. Say that out loud. At this level, you are officially in the top 10% of Americans by net worth. Most people never get here. Ever. And the reason is simple. This level requires you to think completely differently about money. You're no longer saving, you're allocating. Every dollar has a job. Some in index funds, some in real estate, some in your own business or side income. And here's something wild that happens around this level. Anxiety actually increases for most people, because now you have something real to lose. You start reading about inflation, you worry about market crashes, you check your portfolio more than you should. The psychological burden of wealth is real, and learning to manage it is part of the game. Level 6, $500,000 to $1 million. The $1 million milestone. This is the one everyone talks about, the one people put on vision boards. And when you actually get here, here's what most people don't tell you. It feels anticlimactic. Not because it's not incredible, it absolutely is, but because you realize it's not actually that much money anymore. $1 million in 2026 with inflation, that's about $600,000 in 2010 dollars. It covers maybe 20 to 25 years of modest living if you never invest. So the million doesn't feel like the finish line. It feels like the real starting point. What does feel different? Your optionality. You could quit your job. You could take a year off. You could start a business without desperate pressure. Freedom of choice is the real currency at this level, and that feeling is priceless. Level 7, $1 million to $3 million. This is where real freedom begins, because at $2 to $3 million invested, following the 4% safe withdrawal rule, you can live off approximately $80,000 to $120,000 per year without touching your principal. Forever. That means you never have to work again. Let that sink in. You work because you want to, not because you need to. And here's what most people don't realize about this level. Your biggest problem is no longer making money. Your biggest problem is protecting it. Tax strategy becomes critical. Estate planning becomes necessary. The people around you start changing again. Some are genuinely happy for you, some are not. And the most dangerous trap at this level? Lifestyle inflation. 3 million can become 1 million very fast if you start spending like you have 30 million. Level 8, $3 million to $10 million. This is the level where the rules of life genuinely change, not in a flashy way, in a quiet, powerful way. At $10 million, problems that used to seem impossible just get solved. Medical issue? Handled. Legal problem? Handled. Kid needs the best education? Handled. You don't think about prices anymore. Not because you're careless, but because your time is worth so much more than the price difference. Here's what life actually looks like at this level. You fly business class not to show off, but because your time and energy are worth protecting. You hire people to handle the things that drain you, not because you're lazy, but because your highest value is in your thinking. And the loneliness gets real at this level. Very few people in your life truly understand your reality. You can't complain about your problems. You can't talk about your wins. You exist in a strange financial isolation that money itself creates. And the people who navigate this level best, they stay humble. They stay curious, and they never forget where they started. So there it is, every level from $1 to $10 million. And here's the truth that ties it all together. The money changes, the problems change, the people around you change, but the fundamentals, discipline, patience, delayed gratification, protecting your habits, those never change. Whether you're at level 1 or level 8 right now, the next level is built with the same tools. Start where you are, use what you have, do what you can. And subscribe, because next week we're breaking down the exact financial moves you need to make at your specific net worth level to get to the next one. Don't miss it. Subscribe to Mila Invests. Thank you.